I first moved to the high desert in 2000. I met Gilbert in 2005. Then in 2013, they invited us to a service at Semilla, Orange County, and we visited and we absolutely fell in love. We started visiting and it became our home church. It became our community. We learned how to become a disciple and of Christ and take responsibility for our own spiritual life. We really found family. We found community and a sense of belonging. Wow, 2020, it's very different. Because of this whole COVID-19, we've had to come back to the high desert to be closer to our team, to be closer to our work. And that led to a lot of questions inside of my heart about why God. I was so happy and comfortable serving in my church in Orange County and living down in Orange County. But now it's interesting because pastors started doing a series on planting churches, and it started really dealing with my heart on how God chooses the place for you and he uses imperfect people. And it just all started touching my heart on how it doesn't matter where we're at. We're always on mission for God to share the gospel of Christ. And I think that like after God dealt with that in my heart, something different started happening once I realized that I was on mission for Christ wherever I was. Things started happening in my heart, which was I started to dream. I started to see people different. I started to actually have a love for the city again and think about all of its beautiful things. Like there's nothing like a sunset over here in the high desert. And to wake up in the morning and to have coffee and read my Bible with that sunrise, it's just nothing like it. It's just spectacular. And it just speaks of the glory of God every morning. And there's so much opportunity here too for service. There's so much opportunity to share the hope and love of Christ. And really that's the dream. High Desert is more than 50% Hispanic. There's a very, very high need of help for the homeless. There's a lot of teenage homelessness in the high desert, and that's because the kids feel safer in the desert camping out than they do in the cities that they can get taken advantage of. And I think that that's something God started moving in my heart as of recently. I think it's a miracle that we had closed our heart to coming back to the high desert because we were happy, serving and just loving our community. But the more I realized and learned that our church is called Semillas because we're seeds, and we want to be a seed in people's hearts, of God's love and God's mercy, and just learn to be a disciple. I think the first thing to do to plant a seed will be to pray, because this is not with our strength. This is with God's love and God's strength. So just pray for us, pray for the people, pray for the city, pray that homeless teenagers will find Christ, and that people will open their hearts to be a disciple.